Hey gang, welcome back. And because I had a request from a number of my subscribers and friends about hookah diving and affordable systems and stuff like that, I'm going to review this Nemo unit I bought from a company called Blu this week. Next week though, back to some serious treasure hunting. I did sneak out a couple targets using this machine this week though, so let's check it out right now. Alright, there's the system right there, made by Blu. It's called Nemo again, and I just want a quick disclaimer here. This is not a safety video, this is not a training video really to show you how to use this stuff. There's plenty of videos out on YouTube about that. This is just a practicality to say, you know, is this worth having in your arsenal? Is this something you might be interested in? So over here we have Blu company, Nemo, and over here this is my current setup, what I use quite often. This is my Brownies F285X hookah dive system. Now, this, specs on this, it's electric gasoline. Very quiet, very noisy. Quickly, some other really important specs on this one is that it's rated for 10 feet, so you can't go any deeper than 10 feet, and the battery is rated for a 1-hour dive time. So after an hour, you surface, swap batteries, go back down, and you're good to go. Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to measure the decibels of this machine using this little application on my phone here, and we're going to take a look breathing what it does. So I'm going to reset this and then start breathing. Let's put this thing together real quick just to show you how simple this is. So let's pop the bag real quick here. Here's our battery. Check to make sure it's fully charged. These things charge in about an hour. I'm going to grab our snorkel. This thing right here, this is our flotation device. You know, you like to press and blow. And honestly, in 5 or 6 breaths with my big lungs, it was inflated. Now we have to get the pump out. Pull out the pump. We can install the battery now if we want to, but I'll show you how you can install it after this is on. See these clips here? Drop that thing right through there like so. Okay, make sure all your clips are underneath. Now this thing just slides up onto the foam. Pretty simple, okay? And then you can flip it over. Okay, so you're gonna clip this in place that the float can never separate from the unit. Otherwise your unit's gonna sink and then you're gonna be out of air. Now, battery installation. Take this dust cap off. Now I'm gonna remove this piece because see how easily it comes off? I'm gonna set that aside, keep that in the bag or the truck or whatever for transport. Drop in this plug. You hear it powering the unit up. Boom, that's good. This cork here, remove that. Install your snorkel tube, which includes your dive flag to let people know not to mess with this thing, right? This is a very interesting harness, and I think people would have a problem with figuring out how to use this, so I'm going to demo this real quick. So I'm going to start off by taking this strap here, putting this behind my neck. Now you have this long piece. You're going to put it behind you like so. Come back around like this. Hook it in. Snug it up. And you have a cross strap here. It's basically like backwards building a backpack. Now, your regulator has an on-off switch on it. So you're going to twist this to turn it on, and then now let's take a look at what we found using this thing to treasure hunt and explore underwater. So in summary, between these two units, I mean, to me, it's like apples and oranges, right? Because this unit with a second battery and the pack was just under $1,000. This unit, although it did come with weights and the Nemo didn't, was just over $3,000. So even though this can go to 65 feet, most people spend their time losing stuff around shoreline. And I, quite frankly, don't go below that 10-foot mark too often to justify having something like this if I really wanted to trek to somewhere new. Like if I wanted to go explore, low impact, low noise, lightweight, walk through the woods, do whatever you want to do, explore my lakefront without too much interference, this is going to be the way to go for sure, I think. That's my opinion on it. While I love this deeper unit here, and I use the heck out of it, it is, you know, you can stay down for 3 hours, and it's very loud and it's noisy and it is offensive to people. Now, do they make an electric version that lasts 3 hours compared to the 1 hour per battery you get out of this? Yes, it's double the price of what this cost. So I would gladly, like you can see, I bought more batteries, but they're worth it because now I have 4 hours minimum of time that I can go somewhere if I travel for the day, which I often do to swimming areas, to make it work. They did make a new version of this backpack I'm going to have to get because it fits all the stuff a lot nicer, I will say that, versus this older style. If you're interested in learning more about this Nemo system by Blue, you got to contact my buddy Jerry Cooper. He's a dealer for them, so he could gladly tell you more of the specifications, like if the prices change and what the availability is, and so on and so forth. So in conclusion, gang, I hope you found that to be useful information. If you are interested in doing a little bit of diving sub 10 feet in the water, I really think this is the way to go. You may find something different or you may use something different. Why don't you tell me in the comments below what you're into? If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me on the Amphibious Detecting Facebook group page. I do have one. It's got like 12 people in it, but I answer questions right away on there. So if you do have a question about it, please contact me, and we'll see you next week. Have a great day.